I discovered training and raising is one-sided. More effort is put into raising a girl child, which is good, but we can't raise a virtuous woman and neglect the boys. To curb most of the societal issues or vices against women, we need intentionality. We need to intentionally raise responsible boys. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my corner, my thoughts. Today, we're talking about something that affects families, schools, societies, and the future of our future in general, which is raising boys in today's world. So, raising a boy child today need more of intentionality because because of recent societal changes. So technology has changed, parenting has changed, even expectation of masculinity have changed. Many boys are growing up confused, pressured, emotionally disconnected, and also misunderstood. As parents, guardians, teachers, mentors, and community leaders, we must understand the challenges boys face so we can intentionally guide them into becoming responsible, confident, emotionally healthy men. Okay, the boy child today is growing up in a world filled with opportunities, but also with dangerous, serious distractions and pressures, or maybe peer pressure. So many boys struggle silently with identity, emotional expression, academic performance, peer pressure, social media influence, and lack of mentorship. Unfortunately, society often expects boys to figure it out on their own. Boys are told to man up, be strong, or stop crying, while their emotional needs are ignored. Over time, this can create emotional suppression, anger, insecurity, or unhealthy behavior pattern. So, raising boys today requires more intentional parenting than ever before. Peer pressure is a major factor. Many boys grew up feeling pressured to prove their masculinity through toughness, aggression, popularity, money, or risky behavior. Social media has amplified this pressure, and boys constantly compare themselves with influencers, celebrities, athletes, and online personalities who often promote unrealistic lifestyles. Some boys now measure their worth based on physical appearances, financial status, social popularity, and maybe romantic relationships, online validation, and so on. As a result, many boys feel inadequate when they cannot meet these expectations. Another social challenge is absence of positive male role models. Many boys grow up without emotionally available fathers or mentors. Some fathers are physically absent, while others are emotionally disconnected due to work pressure, personal struggles, or cultural beliefs. Without guidance, boys may learn about manhood from unhealthy sources, such as social media, influencers, violent entertainment, toxic peer group, and maybe also street culture. And this can distort their understanding of responsibility, respect, and leadership. Emotionally, many boys are also struggling silently. From a young age, boys are often taught that expressing emotions is weak. They are discouraged from crying or taking or talking openly about fear, sadness, anxiety, or disappointment. Because of this, many boys grow into teenagers and adults or adulthood who they grow into adulthood. They struggle to communicate their emotions because of what they've learned or what they've seen or what the society is making them to believe. They suppress pain, battle loneliness, experience anger issues, develop low self-esteem. Some boys become emotionally withdrawn because they fear judgment or rejections. Mental health among boys is another growing concern. Anxiety, depression, stress, and emotional isolation affect many young boys today. Yet, these issues are rarely discussed openly. Men are strong now, have you? Instead of asking boys, how are you really feeling? Society often focuses only on their behavior. A boy acting out may actually be hurting emotionally. You might not know. You just feel like he's acting, but he's hurting. This is why parents and guardians must create safe space where boys can speak honestly without fear of shame. Academically too, men are also under academic pressure. Many boys are also facing difficulties in studying in the classroom. They have a lot of classroom experiences that show that some boys struggles with concentrations, reading culture, disciplines, and motivation in schools environment. There is this status the society places on boys when it comes to academic performance, and several factors contribute to this. Things like maybe excessive screen time, social media distractions, gaming addictions, lack of academic mentorship, low self confidence, negative labeling. All these are factors that can contribute to academic struggles. And sometimes boys who learn differently are quickly labeled as stubborn, lazy, or problematic instead of being properly understood and guided. Another issue is the pressure to succeed financially. Some boys begin to believe education is unnecessary because social media promotes quick money and overnight success story, especially in this world, in this recent generation. As a result, some lose interest in long-term personal development, discipline, and learning. Parents and educators must have or we all have important responsibilities to encourage boys academically, while also recognizing their individual strength and learning style. We don't all learn the same way. Boys today needs more than food, clothing, and school fees. They need emotional support, positive affirmation, consistent discipline, good role models, purpose and directions, open communications, moral and spiritual guidance. They need adults who listen, not just adults who lecture. They need fathers and mentors who demonstrate integrity, respect, responsibility, and emotional maturity. Most importantly, boys need to know that strength is not the absence of emotions. Real strength includes self control, compassion, wisdom, accountability, and character. So, parents, guardians, we all need to support the boy child today. We need to listen to them. We need to create a regular conversation with the boy child. We need to ask questions and truly listen without making judgments. We need to teach emotional expression. We need to help the boy child to understand that emotions are normal and healthy. Fathers, especially, we need to be present. We need to be present with our time. We need to be present even in our attention, because some of us are just physically present but we don't listen. So we need to be involved, and we need to know that involvement shapes the confidence of a boy child. We need to encourage responsibility. We need to teach the boy child discipline, accountability, and service to the home. We also need to monitor their media consumption. We need to guide what the boy child watches online and discuss harmful influences openly. We need to affirm their identity. The boy child needs encouragement and positive words from trusted adults too. You need to tell them how strong they are, how valuable they are, how important they are. We also need to introduce to them mentors, healthy male role models who can positively shape their lives. We need to introduce those to them. So I conclude by saying that raising boys in today's world is not easy, but it is one of the most important responsibilities we have. The more responsible boys we have out there, the better the society will be. The future husbands, the future fathers, leaders, pastors, professionals, and citizens of tomorrow, future imams, are the boys we are raising today. If we neglect them emotionally, socially, morally, and academically, society will eventually feel the consequences. But if we intentionally nurture, guide, discipline, and support them, we can raise boys who become responsible men of character and purpose. So the boy child does not only need corrections, he also needs understanding. He does not only need discipline, he also needs connection. And he does not only need instruction, he also needs love, guidance, and example. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you some other time. Thank you very much.